He saw a world that is from a world to be. This world, he saw a world, this world, from a world that is to be. He is in some other world, from there he is looking at this world. That this world has to be that world. He saw a world that is from a world to be. That is the sense of the line, basically. Now, from the point of view of poetry, this is a wonderful line. You see here, it is a monosyllabic line. He saw a world that is from a world to be. And the rhythm is also, and the rhythm is also that he saw a world that is from a world to be. So the rhythm is also built up in along that line. Monosyllabic line, each syllable pronounced in a certain specific manner with a certain emphasis. He saw a world that is. Is carrying here a certain accent. Normally it would not, but here it does carry an accent. That is from a world to be. That is the rhythm in which it moves here. Now this line has a much larger context rather. What has happened is Ashwapati, by his yoga tapasya, has created a new world, a new and marvelous creation. He has established that in the transcendent. And it is from that world he is now seeing this mortal world. He is seeing that mortal world. Why he is seeing that mortal world? The purpose is that new world which he has created, a world to be, the world which he has created, has to get down, has to precipitate, has to come down in this creation, in the world that is. Now, there he finds certain difficulties. That world is so vast, so large, so bright, with all the spiritual powers of the spirit. In contrast to that, this world here is full of blemishes. Can that world then come down here and establish itself here? That is the question which he is now worried about. Can that be solved at all? If that world has to come down here, then in what manner this world has to change, has to be uplifted? How it is going to happen? That is the issue in front of him. Now, for him, the solution comes in the sense that he knows it is only the divine power who can bring down that world here in this mortal creation, in this difficulty, in this deficient world also. How she is going to bring out? It is by removing all the blemishes in this creation. And the most troubling difficulty is the presence of death in this creation, of ignorance and death. If that is removed, then that world to be can come here in the world that is. In fact, that world will not be anymore that is. It will be a new world ready to receive the new world. So, his attention now gets focused on bringing down that power which will come here, remove this difficulty, remove death from this creation, so that the new world which he has created can come down here. In fact, as far as Ashwapati is concerned, his job is done. He has created a new world, ready now to come down upon this earth. But that coming down, that between the gap between these two has to be fulfilled by some other power. His concern is therefore now to bring down that power. Why that power is necessary? Because the way in which things are here at the moment, the things work here at the moment are of a different kind. There is a sharp dichotomy, division between things spiritual and things material. It looks as if material things cannot house in them the spiritual. It is as if the spiritual things cannot express themselves into the material. In fact, this has been the problem of all the spiritual seekers. If you want the grandeurs of the spirit, you have to go to the world of the spirit. They cannot come down here in this creation. You are in the mortal creation. If you want to be immortal, Amrita, you have to go to the world of Amrita and live there. Abandon this world and go there. As a result of that, people have rejected this world. They call this world an illusion, Mithya, Maya, falsehood, all kinds of things they call this one. Abandon this world and go up there. That has been one tendency. The other tendency has been the tendency of the rational mind. It starts from matter at the base and thinks that everything is founded on matter. If matter is the solid base of this creation, then it is absurd to imagine that something which is insubstantial can enter into it and change it. Spirit cannot enter into matter. Matter cannot express itself into the powers of the spirit. So this has been the sharp dichotomy which has been ruling the mind of man all along. That dichotomy had been sharpened by Descartes himself. It is this or that. What is matter? It is not spirit. What is spirit? Never mind. That is what he used to say. Never mind. It cannot be mind. It cannot be matter. Now, Ashwapati cannot live with that dichotomy. He has to find a solution. And therefore, his search is to find a power which can bridge this gap between matter and spirit, build up a bridge between the two, so that the blemishes of one, the insubstantiality of the other, they get abolished, and a possibility of a new creation can manifest here in this world here. So from a world which is here, he is looking this world from the higher world and seeing the problem, and in that context he sees that it is possible only if the divine power can come and work here. Now this particular line, he saw a world that is from a world to be, is a very clear echo of a phrase from Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan, who wrote his allegory in 1678, this particular one. Now there in the allegory, the Christian seeker, who is named himself Christian, is accompanied by hope and going in search of the beatitude which should exist in this world. He knows that there is a Mount Zion, on which all these glorious things exist. On that mountain, Mount Zion, is already present the celestial city. That celestial city has to come down here and be a part of this city of destruction. Ours is a city of destructions. That is a celestial city of beatitude. So Christian is moving onward and going towards Mount Zion to see, to live in that celestial city. And it is in that context he says that this world is like this, and he says there, let me read that phrase of his: from this world to that which is to come. From this world to that which is to come. That is the phrase used by John Bunyan in his Pilgrim's Progress. And surely what we have here in Savitri is an echo of that line. But what is missing in the Pilgrim's Progress is how that world is going to be here. How is it going to come here? For that there is no clue. He is wishing, he is hoping, he wants that to happen, the celestial city to come down here in the city of destruction. How? Who is going to do that? Of that he has no clue. It is a very lofty wish, but the mechanism for that to happen is not available. And it is here in that context you see Ashwapati's search. Yes, that city is there. I have built a new creation there. And that new creation has to come down here in this world here. And it can happen only if the divine power now takes up the work of execution. The dynamism of the divine power, it is that alone which can bring down that celestial city into this world of destruction. That is the context of this line here.